Hi, I'm Manny from secondopinion.ph, and you're probably familiar with the car here beside me. It's the XL7, Suzuki's entry into the very competitive subcompact crossover segment. Now, all models in this category are based on their MPV counterparts, which means they have the same 1.5-liter engines, the same 7-seater cabin configurations. But what sets the XL7 apart is it looks completely different from its MPV sibling, the Ertiga. The other competitors of the XL7 cannot claim that. The front end of the XL7 gives that very strong off-roading vibe. It starts off with the plastic under bumper garnish, the really beefy fog lamp surrounds, the bold front grille, the big headlamps, and the very nice LED DRLs. Viewed from the side, the XL7 has that now compulsory black fender trim which runs straight through the running board all the way to the rear fender. It has that nice silver finish trim also that acts like a protective barrier if you're going off-road. Of course, I have to point out this car's very head-turning color, Suzuki's Rising Orange Pearl Metallic, topped off with cool black metallic for the roof. It has a nice black roof two-tone finish which really complements the orange color of this vehicle, and very functional roof rails with which you can attach all manner of off-road accessories like tents, mountain bikes, and all that stuff. It's got handsome 16-inch alloy wheels wrapped with 195/60/16 Dunlop tires, which gives a good riding comfort for the XL7 and makes it look really snazzy. One other unique styling treatment of the XL7 you'll find in the D-pillar. I particularly like the way the window line goes up here and meets the tail light here at the rear. It's unique and it's graceful and it's very different from any other compact crossover you'll find on the road. The two-tone effect of the XL7 is very visible in the back. The upper portion of the tailgate is all black while the lower portion is in body color. You have the very unique looking tail lights that stand out at night, the third brake light up here. And another off-road styling trick is the bumper with the rear under bumper garnish in silver. The XL7 has a dashboard that will look right at home in a luxury sedan. Look at this elegant wood grain and silver trim here that spans the length of the dashboard. You got a big 10-inch infotainment system here with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. You have a nice leather-wrapped flat-bottom steering wheel with cruise control and audio controls also, and a very handsome instrument panel that shows a digital center display of the fuel economy and other information that you'll need about the car. If you want to keep your drinks cool, swipe this knob to the right. The air conditioning will come out through the cup holders, keeping your drinks cold. Front seat passengers usually have the most comfortable seating positions, but not with the XL7. Even if you're in the back seat, look at this, you enjoy so much leg room, and it's not because I pushed the seat forward. This is the normal seating position of a 5'7" driver. But look at my leg room, it's almost like what you'll find in an executive sedan. And not just that, you can recline the seats. There you go, comfort. The XL7 Hybrid also has rear aircon vents that throw cold air to the second row and third row passengers. The second row seats can be moved forward and back, while the seat backs can be folded flat. The third row seats can also fold flat, creating a completely flat load floor for the whole cargo area. You can even put a surfboard inside. So aside from styling, what else sets the XL7 apart? It's a hybrid, and it's the only hybrid in its class. This is Suzuki's tried and tested 1.5-liter 16-valve dual overhead camshaft engine. It develops 105 horsepower and 138 Newton-meters of torque. But since it's a hybrid, the electric motor adds a further 50 Newton-meters of torque, making this a very fun-to-drive vehicle. The XL7 has a 12-volt hybrid lithium-ion battery that's located under the driver's seat. It's compact yet delivers a lot of power. It doesn't affect the interior configuration of the car or reduces the space in any way. The XL7's body structure is based on Suzuki's Heartec platform. This makes the body light and rigid, giving it strong collision impact protection and even good riding quality. Driving the Suzuki XL7 is a pleasure. The steering is very light, the driving position is perfect, everything is adjustable. And what I like most about this vehicle is the riding comfort is so soft. Just the right amount of suppleness to absorb bumps and potholes. It overall gives you a very comfortable and smooth ride, even on bad roads. So if you're going on a long road trip, you will not feel tired at all. The seats give good support. People don't buy a 7-seater crossover to go fast, but you'll actually enjoy driving fast in the XL7 Hybrid because of the extra 50 Newton meters of torque delivered by the electric motor. That's something that none of the other 7-seater crossovers in the XL7's class can claim. The XL7 Hybrid is self-charging, so all you need to do to keep the battery charged is just drive the car. The XL7 has a mild hybrid system. What does this mean? If the mild hybrid system has any problems, the electric motor or the battery doesn't work, it will still drive you to your destination just like an ordinary internal combustion engine car. What happens if the lithium-ion battery dies or fails? If it happens, the XL7 Hybrid will continue to function like a normal gasoline engine car. The XL7 Hybrid packs a lot of safety features including dual airbags, ABS, EBD, hill hold control, ESP, a reversing camera, and a whole lot more. When I drive, I usually average 6 to 7 kilometers per liter, even with the tiniest economy cars. But with the Suzuki XL7 Hybrid, I actually hit 8.6 kilometers per liter and even higher in some stretches. That's some serious fuel efficiency from this hybrid right there. So what's my takeaway for the Suzuki XL7? It's got the styling. I like the adventurous outdoorsy crossover style, very SUV-like. I like the interior, the space, the versatility, the functionality. It has a lot of features for its class, but what I like most about it, you get the performance from the 50 Newton meters of the electric motor from the hybrid system, and you get superior fuel economy because of the hybrid system. So it's the best of both worlds. You get pretty much your cake and eat it too with the Suzuki XL7.